All right, everybody. Welcome to the PEL Season 3 post-draft show. I will get this link out here shortly and share it with the world so everybody can watch if they want to do that. Um, so just bear with me one second. If they want to do that. And I hear myself in the background, that's always scary. There we go. All right, so that was weird for a second, but anyway. Um, so it was a pretty quick draft tonight. Overall, I felt like for a draft without storyline players, we definitely had some excitement. We had some mid-round steals, and it was pretty good all the way through. So anyway, let's take a look at some of these picks. First off, number one pick in the draft was a wide receiver, Paul Herring. I'm surprised he went number one. I thought he was a good player, but anyway, he's 76 overall. He's a little depressed going to Dallas. I don't blame him. But you can see he's very fast, 97 speed, 93 acceleration. And you see he's a talented kid. He's got aggressive in possession catch, which is nice, for a number one pick. Um, the hidden development trait, he'll grow pretty well. The 95 agility, I think he can obviously start out at a slot. His release will have to work on that a little bit, but he should get plenty of balls in Dallas, being the number one pick. All right, CPU pick John Carmichael as a quarterback from Oregon. Um, Comes out pretty good slate to build on right there. I won't go too deep because he's a CPU pick. There's another one in Mike Rush. If you scouted receivers, you knew Rush was going to be pretty good, hidden development trait, but nothing that really stands out at you. He's got a nice slate to build on, kind of an all-around receiver, but we'll see what that hidden development ends up being. Another quarterback in Pat Carden. He was not high on my quarterback list, but he does get a hidden development trait. But I didn't think he was that great. You see the undisciplined penalty tendency for a quarterback. It just lets you know he's a bit of a rebel over there. Friedman at running back, CP pick for the Texans. Hidden trait from LSU. You see he's a pretty good overall running back. He should do a good job for the CPU Texans. And then Josh Quick, hidden development trait. You see he's not that big, but he is pretty quick. 94 speed, 93 acceleration. You wish his agility was a little higher. You see his coverage skills he's going to have to work with out of the box. So you have to really put some development into him for him to grow into a top tier corner. But the development trait will help with that, and his speed will keep him in a lot of plays early on while he develops. Another talented corner in Leslie Tuck. Normal development's a little disappointing, but 6', 204. You see he's very fast as well. He'll have to develop his coverage traits also. But overall, you can see he's going to be a pretty good player, leader personality. That's pretty cool. I wish that meant more. Hopefully in the future those personality traits will mean more when it comes to this stuff. Um, Mike Humphrey, Packers went O-line. This was the first one, hidden development trait at 6'5", 308. You see, he's pretty agile. That'll help definitely if he's playing tackle. His pass block's really got to get up though. At 67, you got to really have to do some work there. But the fact that he can move and stay in front of people will help out for sure. Gabe Conley, CPU pick for the Falcons. Run stopper, strong as hell, but doesn't have too much else. He's got some power moves there. That's not bad. He'll grow into a pretty decent player. Hawkins, CPU pick for the Jags at 10. 6'2" receiver with 93 speed. That's pretty interesting. You would probably want him to have a development trait being a top 10 pick, but he's going to be a guy that can, do some things. It's pretty good. Fields, corner for the 49ers. Normal development 6.1209. A lot of good corners in this draft. 92 speed, 94 acceleration. His coverage is not bad coming out. He's got that man coverage is good to start with. Um, Not a bad player. Not bad. For his size, it's not a bad pick there. Denard Schaefer for the Giants is a right end. Um, Pretty good combination, speed, acceleration, and strength. Block, shed, finesse, move. It's a pretty good guy that you can build with. You can kind of build him a couple different ways. Um, he'll be a good player to grow in the Giants scheme for sure. Let's see. Will Robinson is a pick for the Chargers. O lineman, 6'4", 313. Normal development's a little disappointing. He wished that strength was higher. The traits you can work on, but he can move, 75 speed, 82 acceleration, 70 agility, 83 impact block. I would probably put him at guard, maybe, if you have a need there. That's probably what I would do with him. Tyler Townsend for the Raiders. Hidden development trait. Outside linebacker 6'6", 263. Physical specimen. 83, 87. Speed and acceleration. 79 power move. Out the box is pretty good. He's going to get after the quarterback. You wish he had some rush traits being a first round pick, but not a bad player. All right, Jacob Olsen was a quarterback I had my eye on. The Broncos took him in the mid-first round, 6'3", 220, hidden development trait. Pretty good throw power coming out, decent accuracy, scrambling type of quarterback, 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 64 carrying. It's not bad for a scrambler. 91 change of direction. Stamina is strong, and his injury is strong, which definitely helps in a scrambling quarterback type of body and situation. So I think he'll be a good player for Denver. He was definitely on our board under consideration if he got to us down in the 20s. Rudy Flynn for the football team. 6'2", 192, hidden development trait. We saw this if you were in the draft chat. He looked like a pretty damn good player. 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 92 agility coming out. Man, this guy is fast. And then his coverage traits are something you can start with. So I think, the injury is kind of low. It's 84 when it's boosted, so that's scary, but outside of that, aggressive play ball with that speed. This guy has the, makeup of a future lockdown corner, for sure for the football team. So that's a good get in the first round, especially after you saw all those other corners go. I think Rudy was like the fourth or fifth corner taken. So that's a really good job right there by the football team, in the mid-first. Get a guy that caliber. That guy's probably a number one pick in most drafts, that value corner. So that's a good job. Let's see, Brian Chapman, Eagles. I don't think he made this pick. Normal development, not a bad D lineman. You like the bull rush, you like the high motor. That's good stuff. 80 power move is good coming out. With that speed, acceleration, and strength, he can play D end or D tackle. So it's a good pick. It's a good first round pick. You can do a lot with him. All right, Charles Washington for the Lions. Kind of a slot corner at 5'9". You see the 92 speed, 93 acceleration, and 93 jump. For that size, that helps for sure. You could try to play him on the outside because of that. Aggressive play ball is good as a trait and high motor. Stamina is a little disappointing at 84. He's going to get tired, and he's not going to be playing his best all the time. But nice play recognition coming out, so it's a good player. It's a good player, but this was a deep corner class, and you'll see as we get down the line here how deep it was as we were getting to the mid rounds with some guys that are similar to some of these first round picks. Steelers, I said the draft board. They took Jeremiah Garvin, D end. You see the speed, acceleration, and strength combination there. With that Steeler team, I run a 3-4 primarily, but we'll see if we can do some things with him. I like his finesse move. I feel like he would be a 3-down D lineman, swim move, high motor. Um, he'll fit in the rotation. We had a need at D line there for the Steelers, so that's good. Um, the Bills were not here, but they took Cole Nixon. Um, I guess he said his draft board 6'2". He's got good size and speed. I guess that's what he was going for. But in the first round, you would like to see a better overall player. He's a bit limited for sure. All right, the Bucks take Alani Neal. You see, he's 6'2", 243, hidden development trait. And you saw, if you looked closely, you see his awareness was 99, which means that's why his rating is so high as an 85 overall player. You see the play recognition and awareness at 99. The speed and acceleration, 87 and 90. He's got to work on his block shed a little bit. But playing the Bucks 2 times a year, this guy, I'm a little disappointed that he went there. You see all the traits he has. He's a swim, spin, strip ball, high motor guy. I mean, they already have two really good linebackers. And oh gosh, who is it? Well, anyway, for this guy to join that group, I the only thing that I would say here is I don't know how much he's going to play, with, the two guys that they have already, that are both star players. I think this is definitely a best player available pick. It makes a lot of sense if you're going to move one of those linebackers that they have. But I'm looking it up on Daddy Leagues now. So they've got Devin White and Levante David's getting old. Okay, so all right, well that makes sense. This guy can replace Levante David. So it'll be White and then this guy, in the middle of the Bucks defense. So, and that being said, he's going to be a hell of a player. I'm not looking forward to facing this guy. So we'll have to figure it out. But he's obviously a really, really, really good player. And it's great to get him at 21. Because if he would have got to me, I would have taken him in a second. But I knew that wasn't going to happen. All right, Bengals with Darius Woodard right there, 6'3", 22-year-old corner, and a lot of corners going in the first round. 92 speed, 93 acceleration, aggressive play ball is good. He's a good corner. You would like to see a development trait there in the first round, but you see his zone coverage. This guy, he could also move to free safety with that zone coverage out the box and let him develop there if you don't like his man coverage. So that's an option as well. Let's see, Ernest Manning for the Bears, 6'1", normal development, 21 years old. Good speed, good acceleration for that size. Definitely a possession type receiver, but that's good speed. I mean, he's not a bad player. He's not a bad player, late first round. If he's going to start, that'll help him a good bit because he doesn't have that development trait. On that undisciplined penalty, if you're running outside stretches like the Bears like to do, you better be careful and not run him to that side because then he'll get holding penalties and then you'll have to throw the ball to Fields and you don't want to do that. So anyway, let me stop. All right, Seahawks take Amir Farrell, outside linebacker, hidden development trait at 6'2", 242. 84 speed, 87 acceleration, and let's see, 81 finesse move. Good pass rushing guy with a development trait. This is a good pick. His coverage is not that good, so he's going to be rushing the quarterback. But you like his injury, you like his stamina. He's going to play at a high level pretty much all the time with those numbers. What's his block shed? Have to work on that block shed a little bit, but this guy will be coming after the quarterback. So that's good pick right there, late first. Craig Peralta for the Giants. Doesn't look that great, but let's see. He's got some speed, acceleration, and strength with him. Put some finesse move. He's got a slim move, bull rush. Okay. Giants really going hard on the defensive line. This guy with a high injury rating, he's going to be available. That's good. Um, another another piece the Giants can play around with right there. All right, well, we finally got our quarterback after many years of trying. And Chauncey Devine. So his guy is not the tallest, but the hidden development trait is good for us. His throw power will be moved up to 96 once we apply the +2 trait that we got for doing articles. His accuracy is good enough out the box that we can work with it. Um, he's good enough with speed and acceleration that he can get out and do some things. I love his injury and stamina. That means he's going to be the man. He's going to be tough, even though his toughness is not that high. But with that injury, that means toughness really doesn't matter too much. I like the fact that he has tight spiral. And then all the other stuff is cool. He has spontaneous personality. That fits our team. So, Mr. Chauncey will be leading the Carolina Panthers as starting quarterback in season 4, for sure. All right. Let's see. Matt Sandridge, for the Chiefs. Another pretty good player, 87 strength. Speed and acceleration is not bad. A good power move. He got a swim move and bull rush. Not a bad player right there for the late first. Not bad. I like his block shed too at 74. Our second first round pick came from the T. Higgins trade with the Patriots, and we took strong safety Max Whitaker. We had a big need for quarterback, and we had a big need for safety. And we got him solved in this draft because this kid, 79 overall, hidden development trait is 6'2", 221. His ratings blew me away when I saw him. 94 speed, 94 acceleration at that size, 85 hit power, 76 zone, 77 awareness. I mean, outside of the Bucks linebacker that went at 21, this kid is amazing. I mean, aggressive play ball tendency, and then his injury rating is great, his stamina rating is great, 74 catch. I could not believe, number one, this guy got to me at that point in the draft because I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I remember seeing a safety and I was going to pick somebody else and I was like, well, hold on, let me see if this guy's still there. I couldn't believe he was there, and we ran the pick in once we saw he was there. And this kid, man, we are excited. I mean, we're going to put him and Chin, in some sub packages, and we'll be able to do a lot of things. And we were the number 1 pass defense last year, and this just makes it even better. So we're over the moon about that. All right, Emmett Knoll for the Vikings, 6'4" linebacker, normal development. He's got some good physical talent, 82 finesse move thrown in there as well. His injury and stamina is good, strip ball, high motor. We would like to have him have a pass rush trait in there, but it's not bad. Not a bad thing to start with right there, for sure. All right, Colts CPU team, Amir White, offensive lineman, Alexander Dodson. For the Packers, we'll take a look at it. He's fast. I remember seeing that about him. 89 speed, 87 acceleration. You would like for him to have, he's got some traits there with swim move, spin move, strip ball, high motor. That helps. That helps him for sure. The stamina is great also. He wish his injury was higher. Impact blocking is good. That'll help in the run game. But he wishes block shed was a little higher as a middle linebacker. But good physical specimen to start with. And then the last pick in the first round was tight end Mark Cole, and I considered taking this guy. before I remembered Whitaker. Safety. But you see why. 89 speed, 89 acceleration at tight end, 77 catches. This guy's a big time vertical threat tight end. You see he's got aggressive, all the catch traits. He'll fight for yards. Undisciplined though, that kills it. At tight end, when you're trying to run outside, and this guy is gonna grab and hold, like that's a killer. That's a killer at tight end. So you see his run block is not that great. So you'll have to be smart with how you use him in those situations. All right, now we're going to take a look at the other picks here in the second round forward and see if we had anyone else that really stood out rating wise. Of course, you guys can always highlight your guys, if you want to do that. Enrique Muldrow was a pretty high rated guy at running back. You see, he came out pretty good right there for the football team. He's got some catching ability as well. All three catching traits and fight for yards. So Muldrow, while he didn't have a development trait, you see he's a very good player, for the football team in the second round there. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see, JoJo Mann, some guys are talking about him. Running back for the Giants, hidden development trait. He's got Saquon, so I don't know how much JoJo's going to play, so maybe you can get him in a trade. 92 speed, 95 acceleration, 92 change of direction. You see he's a good player for sure for the G-Men. Some good running backs coming off in the second round here. It's a pretty good corner right there for the Giants as well. Rashad Wall. Deep corner class. 93 speed, 94 acceleration. Good gracious. Here's Benedict for the Chiefs. Hidden development trait right there. You see 93 speed, 91 acceleration. He's got catching traits as well and fight for yards. I think the Chiefs have their running back already, but some of these young guys may come in and you want to use these young guys and see what they got. There's Andrew Gaffney if you got the quarterbacks. Hidden development trait, late second round for the Colts. That's a good pick for them because there's Sam Darnold's their quarterback. Nobody likes Sam Darnold right now. You see the scrambling guy. That's pretty good carrying for a scrambling guy. He wishes injury was higher though, but not bad right there. Not bad value for the Colts in the second. And then looks like Titans got a pretty decent player here in Jamario Benjamin. Wish he was a little faster. 87 speed, but you got aggressive play ball, big hitter, catching 76 stamina 98. But you wanted that tackle and hit power to be a little higher if he's got that big hitter trait. All right, let's look at round 3. Another good running back right there, Saints CPU. Taj Boss. See, that's a name right there, boy. I saw that name. I was like, I bet he's going to be pretty good. He's not bad. No development trait, but he's not a bad player. Let's see. No one else really standing out too much here. All right, fourth round. I know we got some studs mixed in here. But like I said, you guys can talk about those studs if you would like to. Okay, fifth round. I already know Tristan. I saw your message. We'll talk about that corner once we get to him. Let's see here. Where is he? There you go. Okay. Well, he's 67 overall. I wouldn't call him a stud. But you see at that height, the good thing is he's 6'3", he's got 93 speed, 92 acceleration. He's really got to work on those coverage skills. But, this might be a guy that, he ends up switching to safety and usering. So, all right. Well, that's good physical traits anyway. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna advance, here in the next couple minutes to preseason, and then once we do that, of course, you can sign one regular free agent without signing anyone else to your team. Kickers and punters are not included in that. You guys know the deal. I'll turn injuries off, and then we'll advance. We'll advance every 5 minutes till we get to the preseason uh, final stage where you set your practice squads. You can sign people to your practice squad, but of course you can't make any more signings to your official roster until we advance to the regular season tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow night. All right, good draft, guys. Thanks for watching.